Alrighty, I'm at the Goat Bar restaurant, junction thingy. This is a very famous restaurant because for all the wrong reasons. So the owner of this, he was coming out one day and he was attacked by two guys with shotguns. They shot up his legs. I think he's lost both his legs. So yeah, there's a nice happy thing to open a vlog with. Cue intro. Okay, so why am I here? I'm here because I decided to take the long way home because it's such a beautiful day in Dublin. It's nice and warm. If anything, too warm. Even though I just got a t-shirt under here, I got the extra layer in the jacket. But yeah, opportunity to talk and give you guys some new scenery and look at some pigeons, all that shit. So yeah, don't know if you can see, that might be a bit too high. So topic is basically people who crash and whose fault it is, and excuse books, and yeah, so if you crash your motorcycle, it's your fault, is my opinion. And the reason I chose this particular topic, I was watching some vlogs where people were talking about, you know, gravel kills rider and all that sort of stuff, and the sort of gravel's sort of a very American term. Oh, gravel kills everybody. But over this side of the pond, over UK, Ireland sort of direction, you don't hear about gravel so much. You hear about, how is that properly for you now? We're moving. You hear more about diesel. And I'm not saying gravel on a road isn't a problem. I'm not saying diesel on a road isn't a problem. But it's not an excuse either. It can be a contributing factor, but it's not the core issue to a crash. And I can already, people who have crashed will be going, ah! And people who haven't crashed will be going, what do you mean? Essentially, if you're going, okay, let's take the example of someone who crashed and says the reason they crashed was gravel. So if you are going around a turn, or you're heading towards a turn up here and you see gravel, you're supposed to do something about that. You're supposed to slow down, or, you know, not try and get your knee down in that turn, whatever. You're supposed to react to make sure you go past the gravel and say, gee, I wish there wasn't gravel on that turn, but at the same time you're at the other side of the turn, safe and sound. Same with diesel. If you can't see the exit of a turn, you shouldn't be flying around the exit of the turn. It's just as simple as that. And if you're saying, oh, I don't know these roads, they're twisties, I mean, if you're on, I hate that phrase, twisties, it's so American as well, but whatever, it is what it is. Essentially, if you're out on some kind of road you're not familiar with, all the more reason not to be flying down it. Do a recon run. I use cycle lane here. See, there's gravel in the cycle lane. But that's not going to affect us because we know how to ride a motorcycle. So that building wasn't there last time I came this way. So yeah, essentially there's big contributing factors there, which is the reason for the crash is somebody slipped on gravel, or so they say, but the actual reason for the crash is they weren't observing everything, or they were happy to, you know, go quite fast into a blind turn and just hope more than anything that everything will be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I went into loads of blind turns and nothing bad's ever happened. Well, eventually something will. So yeah, if you're up in twisties, you do a recon run and you sort of check the road conditions before you go up them, and then you come back down and you go, okay, we gotta watch out at this part, and you know, you get an idea how the road goes and any sudden nasty bends, and then you go maybe a bit quicker. It's like I've showed videos up in the Sally Gap before, and I don't go anywhere near as fast as I could go around there because, you know, even if you do a recon run, everything can look fine, and then you come around a turn and some sheep has just decided he just wants to stand in the middle of the road. And while you could I reckon I could react and get away with most of those. I don't want to put myself in that position where I have to. I smell chips. What a stupid little junction. So yeah, that's my opinion. If you crash, it's your fault. You know, unless another example would be sitting in people's blind spots and then saying, "Oh, somebody merged into me on the freeway and they should have seen me." Don't sit in their blind spots, and don't sit dead level with a car so it actually can merge into you. If someone wants to change lane, they should be able to change lane without there being a motorcycle beside them. Because you can't assume they'll see or they'll look, or if they do look, they'll see. Lots of stupid little things I gotta do here because of the bus lanes and cycle lanes and weird junctions and all the rest of it. I hope the camera isn't bouncing too much. It's not the mount anymore. As you might hear from my voice, it's bouncing around as well because I'm being bounced around on this road surface. Hey, we got 2 lanes to go straight. See, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Eco-friendly car wash. What the hell is the point? Alright, we're through the city junction. The latest of the city junctions. But I sort of lost track of what I was saying, so I'm going to stop the camera and start again soon.